Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Look, if you're laser focused on optimizing your business operations and you really just want to cut through all the jargon to understand how enterprise systems actually talk to each other, well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating breakdown of how Rasta Infotech unifies digital workflows to drive true digital transformation. We're going to pop the hood on SAP and see exactly how connecting different modules isn't just some routine IT upgrade, it's a complete strategic overhaul. So I want you to think about your own operations for a second. How do you seamlessly connect your procurement to your production? It sounds like it should be totally simple, right? But honestly, for so many businesses, this is a massive, massive pain point. I mean, imagine you've got your production team ready to build, but they're just standing around waiting on raw materials. Or, on the flip side, the procurement team goes out and buys a huge surplus of materials for a product line that production has actually already scaled back. Those disconnected supply chains, they lead to production delays, wasted capital just sitting in inventory, and ultimately, really frustrated customers. And that disconnect is exactly what we're solving today. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. Section 1, Meet SAP MM-PP. Section 2, Key Points of Integration. Section 3, the integration workflow explained. And finally, Section 4, why this integration matters. Section 1, Meet SAP MM-PP. So, we have two distinct but highly dependent modules here. On the left, SAP MM, which stands for Materials Management. Think of MM as your ultimate gatekeeper for resources. It manages procurement, handles inventory, and tracks the material flow coming into your business. Then on the right, we have SAP PP, or Production Planning. This is the engine room. It focuses entirely on planning, scheduling, and controlling the actual production process. Now, normally, these are two very distinct departments, right? Often sitting in totally different parts of a building. But as you'll see, they absolutely have to function as two sides of the exact same coin. The crucial point here is that integration ensures production orders in PP automatically trigger procurement actions in MM. And I want to really emphasize that word automatically. We aren't talking about someone in production sending a frantic email to purchasing and just crossing their fingers that they read it before the weekend. No, we're talking about a direct, system-level connection that automatically eliminates delays and material shortages. The second production says, hey, we need to build, procurement instantly says, got it, here's exactly what we need to buy. Section 2, Key Points of Integration. It all starts with the foundation, which is material master data. This is the core data shared across both MM and PP to guarantee consistency. I mean, you literally can't have procurement calling a screw item A while production calls it part 12, right? Material master data creates a single source of truth. So before any specific actions or automated triggers can even happen, both systems need to be speaking the exact same language about the materials they're handling. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it breaks down the shared responsibilities across three major integration points. First up, the bill of materials, or BOM. Basically, PP defines the requirements, the ingredients that go into the recipe, and MM ensures the procurement of those specific ingredients. Next is the MRP run, or Material Requirements Planning. Here, PP checks the demand for the product, and MM takes that demand to generate the purchase requisitions. And finally, goods issue and receipt. As PP actually consumes the raw materials and produces the final goods on the floor, MM is right there in the background, instantly updating the inventory levels. It's this perfect, continuous dance between planning and managing. Section 3, the integration workflow explained. Let's move on and see how this all builds in real time. Imagine a hypothetical product going through your factory. Step 1, the MRP run kicks off. PP identifies a material shortage based on demand, and MM automatically creates the purchase requisitions to get those materials. Step 2, production order creation. Over in PP, the bill of materials and routing explode to define exactly what material needs are required for this specific job. Step 3, goods issue. The raw materials arrive and MM issues them directly to the production floor. Step 4, order confirmation. Back over in PP, the labor, the machine time, and the physical output are all recorded. And finally, Step 5, goods receipt. The finished product rolls off the line, and MM receives those finished goods back into inventory ready to be sold. It is a completely seamless baton pass from start to finish. And all of this brilliantly illustrates the overarching business outcomes of this technical workflow. By following those 5 steps, you achieve real-time inventory accuracy. No more guessing what's sitting in the warehouse. You get optimized procurement planning, meaning you buy exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. And honestly, most importantly, you ensure smooth production execution. The machines just keep running because the materials are always there. It's an absolute masterpiece of operational efficiency.
Section 4. Why this integration matters.
I want to highlight this quote directly from our source material. At Rasta Infotech, we don't just implement SAP, we transform supply chains. That's a pretty powerful statement, right? It tells us that just flipping a switch on some new software isn't the end goal here. The real goal is to use this specific MM and PP integration as a lever to drive real, tangible growth and operational excellence across your entire supply chain. So, let's detail exactly what that transformation looks like for a business. First, you get reduced production delays simply because materials are always available when they're needed. Second, improved inventory control. Having those real-time updates inherently prevents those dreaded stockouts. Third, enhanced procurement planning. When your requisitions are automated, your procurement team can finally stop doing tedious data entry and actually start streamlining vendor management. And finally, digital transformation enablement. This level of automated integration aligns both your procurement and your production directly with Industry 4.0 goals. It quite literally makes your factory smart.
To sum it all up, M&P integration is the backbone of modern manufacturing. You simply cannot run a highly efficient, competitive modern factory if your planning and materials teams are stuck in silos. By partnering with experts like Rasta Infotech to unlock SAP's full potential, organizations ensure that procurement and production work hand in hand to deliver efficiency, accuracy, and ultimately real business growth.
So I want to leave you with this question to really chew on. Is your manufacturing backbone ready for Industry 4.0? Take a hard, honest look at how your production and procurement teams are communicating today. Are they functioning as two sides of the same coin, or are they slowing you down? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this gave you a clear, structured understanding of just how incredibly powerful SAP MM and PP integration can be. Keep learning and keep optimizing.